Andrew Tate has gotten clapped on YouTube. He's gotten clapped on TikTok. TikTok has advised that they're also looking to remove the duplicate videos of Tate. The move follows in the footsteps of Instagram, Facebook also banning him from their platform. Permanently banned from TikTok for breaking content rules. Controversial content creator and former kickboxer Andrew Tate has been permanently banned off TikTok. In a statement to the Washington Post, TikTok said Andrew Tate's account was removed for breaking rules on content that attacks, threatens, incites violence against, or otherwise dehumanizes an individual or group. I think a lot of people forget that women are also a part of that. Misogyny isn't one of those things that like people often go after you for, unless you're literally like Rouge V, you know what I mean? Who was another PUA guy before Andrew Tate, right? Most of these platforms allow misogyny to continue. Of course they do. It's like very hard to it's very hard to moderate content like this, okay? Are you making jokes or are you being serious? However, Andrew Tate didn't do the Jordan Peterson thing of like constantly trying to carve out an exit strategy for himself. He never hid his perspective. He openly was propagandizing violence against women on very clear terms. And if you do that so consistently, yeah, you are going to get clapped for fucking misogyny. It's like revealing your power level, you know? Nazis all over the internet know that you're never supposed to reveal your power level, because once someone knows you're a fucking Nazi, it's a wrap, right? They're not going to take you seriously. Platforms are going to start banning you. You're going to get banned from the HasanAbi broadcast and not be able to subscribe at the top of the hour where a 60-second ad break comes. Knowing what I know about the way that, internet content works, knowing what I know about how like reactionary forces operate, I'll just say this. The next wave in this is to 1, get involved in the debate sphere and talk about free speech. 2, turn around and weaponize the same platforms like arbitrary guidelines against people that violated on the other side. They're going to do the, what about violence against men? This was my greatest call, like I said on my alt account. My greatest lock of the decade was calling a return to 2015 era politics once Biden got into office and things returned to normal. Reliving Gamergate era politics, we're in the misogyny stage. Next stage is the alt-light video game essays defending free speech. And the final stage is Nazis clawing back into public consciousness through the right-wing aligned social media algos on TikTok. And that is precisely what's going to happen. They're going to do that. They've done it before. And they will try to do it once again. They'll turn around and they'll look at all the fucking femcells on TikTok and be like, look at all these misinterest femcells who are saying like, kill all men, fuck all men, blah, 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 blah. And ultimately, there is a distinction between the two. Misinjury does not accompany structural violence in the same way that misogyny does. Bigotry, discrimination, and hateful speech or hateful misconduct is simply being mean if it doesn't accompany the historical reference points and contemporary examples of structural violence. The reason why misogyny is bad is not necessarily because like, oh, you're, shitting on women, okay? The reason why misogyny is bad is because society has structurally aligned to oppress women, at least historically, and contemporary remnants of that historical association, that historical oppression still exists in society to this day. Misogyny is a hateful ideology that is not tolerated on TikTok is a laughable statement, by the way. We've been removing violative videos and accounts for weeks, and we welcome the news that other platforms are also taking action against this individual. The Andrew Tate hashtag is still visible on TikTok at the time of writing, but presumably it will be shadow banned, similar to how other controversial or dangerous hashtags have been wiped. The problem is, it's laughable. Like, everyone that has ever been on TikTok, even for longer than a fucking second and a half, knows that is a laughable concept. Like, the idea that misogyny and hateful misconduct is not allowed on the platform is ridiculous. What is this? Commentate L? Not me DJing on Andrew Tate's bald ass head. Had no idea who this was. Hashtag Andrew Tate, hashtag loser. Wait, is that actually him? No shot. Oh my God, that is him, I think. This was taken in LA in 2019. I had no idea who he was at the time. Obviously, I do now. I mean, the chin, dude. That chin is like, or lack thereof, is a dead giveaway that we might be actually staring at Andrew Tate's bald-ass head. Not a lot of men are that chinless. I mean, people are having their fun, but like, if I look at the fucking hashtag right now, I'm sure that there are still plenty of... I mean, there's mostly people clowning on him now, but...
If I have a woman who I truly love, and I go out and fuck, and I come back to her, and I don't care about her, and I only love my girl, that's not cheating. That's exercise. If she even talks to a dude, it's cheating.
Andrew Tate is becoming the most famous
Cobra Tate runs a pyramid scheme for Sigma males. Okay, like they've definitely cleaned up the hashtag. Kind of wild to see, like it is kind of wild to see Andrew Tate, like, and only people clowning on him now rather than people just like pushing it. Anyway, so before this happened, of course, he was banned off of Facebook as well, and that kind of like started the sequence of bans. I believe he's now banned off of YouTube as well. He has also ended his Hustlers University multi-level marketing scheme. Andrew Tate looks like if you tried to draw Pitbull from memory. Jesus Christ, that's good. Major L for Andrew. Major L for the platforms in general, but most importantly, a major L for 12-year-old boys all around the United States of America will now be rudderless. They will be looking for the other next misogynistic Hydra head that will pop up. Olivia Little of Media Matters says, new Andrew Tate videos are widely circulating on TikTok because of fan accounts despite the platform's promised ban, and it looks like TikTok is doing little to stop the spread of his content. Just searching Andrew Tate brings up a massive list of fan accounts, many of which are quickly archiving their old videos in an attempt to ban evade. There it is. TikTok has consistently fumbled moderating fan accounts that upload duplicated content of banned influencers. This is exactly how InfoWars and Alex Jones content continues to go viral on the platform. It's not the influencers uploading it, but fans. Like, I recognize the lack of power that we kind of have towards structural issues. I recognize the lack of power that we have towards like actually fighting against structural oppression like misogyny by taking down like one fucking misogynistic content creator. You know what I mean? That's like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, that's not gonna fucking solve the issue. You know what I mean? It's true. It's just fucking true. But I'm not gonna ride to like keep a guy like Andrew Tate unbanned from these platforms when he very clearly is like championing it. Like nobody asked him to be the fucking CEO of misogyny, and he was like, no, I'm gonna be the CEO of misogyny. I'm gonna do it. I hate women. Except no, I don't. Now that I got banned, I don't hate women. I'm sorry. I love women. Like, he could have just been like lightly misogynistic and continued doing what he was fucking doing. But no, he had to like literally, the reason why he was so powerful and so successful in such a short period of time was because he was appealing to the dumbest person. And in order to appeal to the dumbest person, you got to just fucking let it ride. You got to just say it like you mean it, right? The Trump thing. Trump isn't any different than any other fucking Republican with respect to his worldview, with the things that he advocates for, but he says it. He says it in a way that dumb guys understand. And when you do that, you will be very successful. Okay? When you do that, you'll be very, very successful, especially if you are firmly planting yourself behind structural inequalities and structural oppression, like misogyny, like racism. You know what I mean? If you do that, there is already pre-existing social conditioning. So people are constantly looking for someone to reconfirm their biases. This is much larger than Tate, but the reason why they fucking took the reason why they scalped one was because, like, he said he was the CEO of misogyny. So what were you expecting?